Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Harper. I am the Public Information Officer. The reason why we're here today is to answer some questions that the local journalists have about being a PIO. We're set and ready to go if you want to go ahead and ask your first question.
All right, Mr. Harper, how would you describe your role as Public Information Officer?
A Public Information Officer, or a PIO, as we call them, they are the person that works for either a government agency, an emergency agency, EMS, fire, that type of thing. And what their job is they are going to put forth information out there to the community. They're going to do this through different types of media, whether it is at like this to whether it is a news release. They're going to be the person that's going to be posting this information on the agency or the county's website, that type of thing. That is their main responsibility, their main job.
All right, why is the PIO role helpful for an emergency medical service agency?
PIOs that work for an EMS agency, this is generally their first point of contact. This is the person that the media, whether it's a journalist for a newspaper or a news reporter, this is going to be their first point of contact. So it's important that that PIO has the correct information, has everything in order to be able to give that information out, whether it's for an emergency scene, and a bad storm system coming through, like we have here in Central Florida. We have PIOs that are going to get out there and give information when it's hurricane season, where the shelters are, where people can go for sandbags, that type of thing.
How would you describe your policy for handling media requests?
Policies for handling media requests. It is generally going to be looking at the facility. Where are you going to have this at? Is it going to be a news release? Is it going to be an actual interview with journalists that are coming in? You're going to have to decide on what information can be given out at that time. You're going to have somebody that is looking at the request of what type of media that they want to release. It could be anything nowadays. It could be any type of newspaper, online, website, podcast, that type of thing.
All right, what types of information and details can you share with the community?
Pretty much the PIO can share a wide range of information. Some of the things I mentioned, just previously mentioned, what we're going to be sharing is like shelters, when they're open, can they accept animals, that type of thing. They're going to be sharing different updates on, say, emergency scenes. Generally, major emergency scenes will bring in a PIO. Extended highway shutdowns, large fires, that type of thing.
What types of information are considered confidential and cannot be shared, and why?
PIO news releases, they're not going to be able to release information that, for instance, somebody's personal information, like their medical information, something that's going to violate HIPAA, for example. Another big one is going to be, say it is an active crime scene that's going on, some type of law enforcement involvement. They may not want certain information released at that time because it could tie in directly with the case.
What recommendations do you have for journalists working with PIOs?
Recommendations for journalists, I would say have a good relationship. Have a good relationship. Be able to, make sure that the journalist understands that we're going to be giving out all the information that we can, but at times we may not have the information that you want at that particular time, but it's coming. They would also want to understand that at times we just can't give out information. Pretty much, just have a good rapport. Have a good rapport. Be patient, and be understanding, and work together with them.
All right, thank you very much for your information.
All right. Thank you very much for coming.